So Section 508 is a fairly broad law that requires all federal electronic and information technology to be accessible to people with disabilities, including employees and the public. For video, this means that captions must be added to that content, whereas audio podcasts and audio files, a transcript is actually sufficient. Section 504 entitles people with disabilities to equal access to any program or activity that receives federal subsidy. Web-based communications for educational institutions and government agencies are covered by this. And Section 504 and 508 are both from the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, although Section 508 wasn't added until the mid-'80s. And many states have actually enacted similar legislation to these two bills, but they're often called something different, but the wording is often very similar. Next is the Americans with Disabilities Act from 1990. This covers federal, state, and local jurisdictions. It applies to a wide range of domains, including employment, public entities, telecommunications, and places of public accommodation. The ADA of 2008 broadened the definition of disability to actually be more in line with Section 504. So it actually is covering more situations. The ADA is interesting because that's the law that was cited in the recent lawsuit against Netflix. Netflix argued that the ADA applied only to physical places of public accommodation, but the ruling was that Netflix is, because it's a global, or has global reach, it is a place of public accommodation, even though it's this web-based entity. And so that in itself has some pretty profound implications for people publishing content online now. So now the broader your reach, which is obviously a good thing, there are other kind of considerations that come with that. And the one that probably gets a lot more attention now is the 21st Century Communications and Video Accessibility Act, which is often referred to as the CVAA. This law, which was passed in October of 2010, expands the closed caption requirements basically that were originally set out for broadcast television to be expanded to the web. So basically, any content that aired with captions on a network, on television, now also has to have captions on the web. And there are a number of milestones that go along with that. More recently, there were the couple of big milestones were passed. One is now going forward, anything that aired on television going online must have captions. Assuming it had captions on broadcast, which most content does. So that is already in effect. What also passed was this idea of any clips. So sometimes you see shorter clips of videos that were online, say on Hulu or YouTube or any of these distribution networks, you see these options to see a clip of a show. That also now has to have captions. There are some exceptions to that, and we actually just put out a brief on our website. It's free. If you're interested in some of the more details of these milestones, definitely take a look. I put a link up here for it. Basically, the idea of, say, outtakes or edited scenes, those are not being included in this clips milestone yet. So there are some intricacies to the different milestones, and then a number of upcoming milestones having to do with archived content.